Well, alright then. Welcome back to STRAFE. We are going to try something a bit silly this time. Not necessarily silly, more ridiculous, insane. Some kind of extreme term. We're not going to take any of these guns. Now we have attempted these melee-only runs before. We're not going here either. See, there are 3 achievements that we are going to try to work towards, and they're at the point where like 0.04 or 0.4% of players have it. Like, nobody has these achievements, essentially, because they're going to be really hard. But one of them, let's get back up here, one of them is to beat the boss without a primary weapon. We've tried that one before. One of them is to beat the game without picking up shields. That's pretty ridiculous. Less so if you're starting from Athena. There's also one to beat the boss using a little jobby. Now those first 2 are both really difficult, but that's partly because the final boss is really difficult. So we're going to try to do all 3 at once. We're going to try to beat the boss using a little jobby and not bringing any weapons in. And doing that is a big case of evasion. You need to run around, find a weapon somewhere, punch out enemies where we can. Already I'm not liking this. Already I'm thinking this was a terrible, terrible idea. We can't even kill a scientist in one punch. Come on. Now, the upside is that a few of these enemies do die from walking in acid, but a bunch of them don't. So, we're gonna throw those around and really wish we had an explosive barrel, because that would actually do damage. Also really hoping we can... Oh, here we go. Here's some explosive barrels. So now we run away, throw, and we're gonna do a quick restart, because we took so much damage right out of the gate, and that's probably going to happen. That's not what we wanted. End run. That's not what we wanted at all. We don't want to start on the Icarus. That would be silly. We're going to do this impossible achievement run in the most sensible fashion available. Apparently it is also an incredibly rare achievement to put together this teleporter. And I think that's less a matter of difficulty and more people just not playing the game this far. Because it wasn't that hard to get that teleporter together, I wouldn't say. Okay, so we do see a weapon over there. Gonna try to clear a little more space for ourselves. That looked like a couple of kills. Here we go, shotgun. And again, we try to get away as best as we can. You did not take any damage. You did a fair amount of damage. Boxing. Okay. Let's try it again. This might not be doable. This honestly might not be doable. But we're gonna give it a go regardless. And the reason we're doing it like this, aside from, you know, being a a quick jump in. Wow, this is a pretty chaotic starting point. But we get a spin fuser, so that should make things a little nicer. And it would if we weren't immediately flanked by a bunch of different enemies all at once. The reason we're kind of running back here is that that waterfall hides a set of jobbies. And like I said, part of our mission here is to do that, quite honestly. Part of our mission is to get a kill on the boss with a little jobby. Naturally, in order to do that, we have to have one. Come on, can't... Come on, scientist. We'll just have to... We can't punch those containers open, really. I also don't think the squishy runner dude is going to cooperate for us. We missed a barrel over there that we wanted. We can also try to take a little advantage of monster infighting. And by a little, I mean a lot. So lucky blast. Another lucky blast. I have no idea what, if anything, we hit with that. Wow. That guy just run into us? Oh. Okay. 2 punches, it's gone. Now we can't pick up armor. That's part of the whole deal. Let's do a threat override. That spider thing is uncomfortable. It's like there's no reason really to be dealing with the crafting benches. They give us nothing. We can't take the ammo, and we can't take the armor. Although I'm increasingly tempted to abandon the no armor part of this run and just go 2 achievements at a time. We are definitely looking for all of those that we can find. Those normally stat boost containers instead give us food every time, guaranteed. Don't know where that acid was. There's another 10. So we're running like all the way back. Thought we were gonna get scrap. It's the only reason we would do that. Okay, you're dead. We're at 70 HP. We should not have set you off, unfortunately. That was a bad maneuver. This is a set piece that I've not seen before. We're just gonna run away from you. Now, one thing we're really looking for here is secrets. A secret room would be lovely, especially if it gives us health. Now, I thought I saw a panel very early on, so we're going back. We're going to be backtracking a lot this run. Yeah, I thought I saw one like over here. That could have been a previous run though. Or no, it was up here. Way up here. Got it. Just barely got it. But I don't know where it opened up. We should not be engaging that enemy at all. It's possible that what it opened up was kind of really hidden out in that starting area. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, we're gonna come down here real quick. This is not... Oh, this is what the secret area was. Yeah, we're taking way too much damage. I don't think we can do all three of these at the same time. So we will go for let's go for melee, but we can take shields. I think that's going to be the harder of the two. But this does mean that we can do a no shield with like a shotgun later on. So this is still melee only, so we still have a lot of problems in handling this, but this is one early step in managing it, is to get a gun. The second step is to gather the enemies like as close together as possible. Both so that we can hit them with one shot and so that they hurt each other. So we really want to abuse monster infighting as a mechanic. We shouldn't have picked that up. We also want to abuse barrels. Things that just make our lives a little easier. Yeah, you can already see like the good that explosives do for us. And yeah, we still have a couple enemies to punch out. Where's it? Oh, that's one we popped. Acid explosion. Those things are going to be really hard to deal with. So that sucks. I don't know, that might have been the one we popped prematurely. But we do get 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to full health. That turret thought it could get clever. A little bit of... I don't even know where some of this lava is coming from. It's actually a little inexplicable. If we get the headshot punch, we can knock a couple of these guys out in one go. Yeah, some of the weaker enemies we actually can destroy. So we should do precisely that. Oh, hello. There we go. Now we have to gibbet. Get it gone for good. This is back to the entryway. I didn't see or hear... Well, I heard, but I didn't see where we got that that secret room. Here it is. So that's food. That's pretty nice. That's the entryway. Easy to get lost doing this. And this appears to be cleared. It's a bit surprising. So we can carry on to our next bit. Punch this out. Pick up a gun. Create a trap. That's a good weapon. And it takes a moment, I guess. Thought I hit you the first time, but apparently not. What do we got to deal with around here? There we go. Let him land on us. That was our bad. Oh, come on. Okay, we hit him twice. The first didn't even, like... I don't know, that guy is tanky. And, now we're pretty close to dying. So, we're looking again for a secret panel. Or a really cool explosion. Somehow that didn't totally give him. Come on. We may have just like come too short on the whole thing. We sort it out here. Okay. We're not going to get a whole lot of armor from doing this. It's starting to look as if this will put us in short supply. Almost as if it's extremely difficult. I swear there's more food around here somewhere, but I guess not. So we can pick up the remaining food in the secret room. Very glad we hit that up. So 33. And still got 2 shots on this gun. We can't afford even a 50 of armor. So that's kind of really bad. But I do think that we successfully made it all the way to the end. There we go. And so, no, we're gonna punch these guys down. And then we're going to... There's a scientist down here. We're going to use a barrel to take care of this. Yep, here they all come. So we kind of loop them around this way as best as we can. Because we want your jobby. But we, I guess, can't have one. Let's give it one more try. Now, doing this, like, no weapon run at all is going to be very difficult with, well, having one of those things right at our spawn doesn't really help matters any. So doing a whole lot of this running away thing at the moment. We got an explosive barrel, so we can start to kind of gate these enemies all around. But we threw that with a bit of desperation, and it didn't work out that well. So again, we're just looping and letting these enemies fight each other. Hello, that is hazardous. Okay. Did not know that. See, that I knew was hazardous. This is all going wrong far too quickly. Let's try it again. And this might be like a certain degree of stubbornness just in attempting to do this, but you know, these are achievements and we are trying to get 100%. It is going to be very difficult, but we are going for it. All right, that's one. 2 enemies down. This spider thing is very annoying, and there are multiple. So we do that. Try to group them together. We almost destroyed that thing without taking even a single bit of damage. There we go. We want these things to destroy each other. That is our mission. That missed. Let's get up here. I'm pretty sure the exit is a bit down. Yeah, it's right here. Goodbye, scientist. Bunch of things shooting at us. That is not very appreciated. Oh. This is all just not exactly what we were looking for here. There you go. You get exploded. The delay before you can start punching is kind of screwing us here. There we go. Start doing that. And now we go back to the old runaway. I do remember seeing a food dispenser. You know, we've got a barrel we can use. Ideally, not like that, but you know, that's always an option, I suppose. That was not a proper use. Alright. That is the exit, but we have no more explosive barrels. Not even really any food. And that guy is coming after us, swinging his shotgun like a jerk. That guy meleeed us too. We really need to get them to shoot each other. Like, we need that sense of camaraderie. That sense of collective shooting in the face. Which I think they did do there, so that's appreciated. Part of what we're trying to do right now is get to the end of the floor and disable the threats thing, but we're not going to have any luck doing that without killing things. And killing a lot more things than we've been killing. So, that's not even gone. Yeah, that one soldier killed the other, and killed that tyrant thing, whatever it's supposed to be. I don't know. It really feels like we were just running around, having to play extremely evasively to have any chance of survival. So, it's entirely possible that this is actually a terrible, terrible idea. Especially if we keep taking stupid acid damage like that. Want more of these guys to emerge. We want them to emerge and take acid damage. Because if they do the first part but not the second, it doesn't help us. Oh! We got surrounded. I think you have to hit that switch. That secret room switch in order to actually get in there and thus get the little jobbies. So I mean, this feels like a little bit of a waste of video. Certainly a waste of a couple runs. Let's give it one more try. One more. And we'll see if we can make it through the first area at all. But we need to make it through with the little jobby in hand. Otherwise, the whole thing is kind of moot. Alright, so they're all now shooting. Couldn't get that headshot. We did pick up that gun. Right. You guys apparently take 2 spin fuser shots before you die. And switching weapons apparently takes 4 freaking ever. Okay. So that's one gun used up. And now we're really just trying to encourage some monster infighting here. I know that's not explosive, so it's not going to do enough, but it does sound as though it did something. And there's the food dispenser we saw a moment ago. This could be a good gun. Look at that. Got clipped by that. Don't walk into the acid bursts. Don't walk into them. Curse you and everything you stand for. Are you Gibbs now? You're Gibbs now. Good. There is some harvester or some squishy guy running around. I'm not sure where. I'm also pretty sure I saw a secret room switch. Or rather, I saw the panel on the ground somewhere in all this chaos. Yep, there's 2 of them. Throwing all this acid around might be a bad idea, but it's the only idea we apparently have. Okay, that got both of them. No reason to hit the crafting bench. Yes, there is one, which means the panel is way up there. Sheesh. That is going to require a gun. If I'm being perfectly honest, that's a full-on gun thing. And actually, no, we do need the scrap because we do want to do shields, because we've decided to stop being masochistic idiots. There we go. Just kill all scientists. So the panel was way up. Like way up. Like over here or something? Or like up here, right. And it opened somewhere low. So, do we go for 2 achievements or 3? I think we go for 2. And increase our odds of pulling off either one. And we can just come back at a later time for the no shields one. And for that one, like, we'll pick up a real weapon. I'm not gonna take the food yet because we still have the entryway battle. We took a lot of damage there, which sucks. Yeah, now we're out of shield. That kill you both? Tell me that killed them both. Good. Don't want to be messing around. Let's make sure the little jobbies run away. You will just punch away. That's unnerving. Let that do its thing. And there you go. I want to pick you up. Why can't I pick any of you up? That's not what we want to do. We want to pick you up. I'm hitting the button to pick up. Is it not? Can we not pick these up? Are you actually not letting me? Come on. I know you got, you know, masks. You got kitty faces. That's, you know, whatever. I just want to grab you. I just want to take you with me. Come with me if you want to live. Because otherwise I'm going to punch you. Like I'm pressing like everything on the keyboard. right now. Just be like, let me have him. But it looks like no. So this was a bust, ultimately. Like, this whole grand scheme to get a little jobby turned out not to work. And now we are in a bit of an armor deficit, to say the least. And we're gonna have to fight the boss normally. That's terrifying. But doable. Certainly doable. In order to do that, though, we have to figure out where we're going. And where we're going next is right here. Then swing back by, pick up a little cash. All right. We actually have good, like, HP and armor. And, right, we didn't even complete the level yet. Like, it's a whole another section. And I'm not pulling out the rocket launcher yet. We will. We certainly will. But not for now. Just leave them. Now that we're not doing the little jobby strat, we're just running. That level took a while, but going forward, we may just, you know, move it. We may just book it. There's absolutely someone shooting at us. We're trying to not use our weapon whenever possible. So give us all the scrap you got. That's all the scrap you got. I mean, it's something. Maybe if we stuck around on the last floor, we would have enough to do more robust crafting, but instead, this is our situation. That's a little bit of stunting right there. Very tight corridors. Trying to do something about all these guys. Yeah, this is like super tight. Good thing we have a rocket launcher. There's some food. That only killed one thing. Some more food up in here. That looks like the last of it. Yep. An explosive barrel. Don't want to use it on these things, but we got a multi-kill out of it, so like, how much can I really complain? Picked up some food from that. I know that's not like the only way to do that, but it's kind of cool. Oh, this was a really tight corridor. Okay, it does get hurt by acid. Yeah, that's the squishy boy. So we want to disable this. There you go. That's how you override. There we go. Pick up the explosive barrel. There is a gun right there, so we want that. But we really want to kill an acid spitter before it can do any harm. And it's a spin fuser. I'm happy with that. And with that, come on. There we go. Not as happy with that. Okay, but you're gibbed. You're gibbed. You are a substantial threat. Oof. There we go. Okay, you got a little airtime there. That did not feel very safe and certainly not optimal, but I mean, it worked. You can't sit there and tell me it didn't work. There's a secret panel up there that we can't access until we find a barrel or a new gun. All these enemy spawns are trouble. Where did the food go? Because our health did not change in the process of doing all that. Here's the exit. They're probably going to reach us. So much for that. Oh, we have to improvise somehow. This seems like a bit of improv. That's a bit of acid. I don't know how we're going to gate these enemies the way that I really want to. But this might be the answer. I'm gonna try the override. The turret is too close. This is the shop though, so if nothing else, like, if we die just going back to the crafting bench, like, this is actually a rubbish shop for what we're trying to do. We still have no means of getting up to those secret panels. No idea where all that pinging is coming from. I assume it's a squishy boy trying to do something, but can't tell for sure. Can't tell where they are. Yeah, thrusters are actually kind of not helpful. All this acid was definitely bad. This will only buy us a tiny bit of armor. It's a little more cash, but that doesn't matter. It wouldn't even help to like go over there and do the secret, because last time we did it, that thing didn't even pop open. You know, we wasted all the time essentially. So, there was a barrel way over here. It is acid, not explosive. So that sucks. But we might still be able to use it. We're certainly going to try. See if we can spot the secret panels. There's one. Nope. It has to be explosive for it to work. So we're kind of screwed. All right, we'll head onwards and upwards. Another very slow level. We're just not finding sidearms. That's ultimately what it comes down to, I guess. You know, we are gonna need those when it comes to the final boss. You two, please fight it out. All of you fight it out. I'm going to run away and leave you to it. And by run away, I mean go over here, where I can strafe jump more or less to my heart's content. Didn't take any damage doing all that. This is where we take all the damage. Just hoping for a bit of crossfire. It's really the only thing you can hope for. That's not going to work out for us. Just keep jumping, keep running, keep dodging. Spike boots would have been like the ultimate. If we had found those, like that would actually give this run a chance. Instead, we are just running away from everything. And hoping that enemies start to take care of each other. I mean, you can see there are no pickups. We have not seen, I don't even think we've seen a stat container so far. Nope. Got a couple, like, cowering scientists. Oh. Took another bit of damage that we can't really afford to. You are super manageable, though. All on your own, you are very manageable. And, whoop. On their own, they're very manageable, but when you get pinned in, the Forsakens kind of handle it. Kind of handle you pretty well. We lasted 20 minutes in that run, though. That was a good one. We are going to really need to work on our technical skill and a bit on our strategy if we're actually going to complete a melee run. And apparently, there just isn't. I mean, you can't pick up those little jobbies. Those are little jobbies, and you can't pick them up, and it's so annoying. Because that would have made it a whole lot easier, and we can't do that. So, oh well. We'll have to take a few more attempts in the future, but for now, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be appreciated. Subscribe doubly so. But either way, ta-ta for now.